Alright.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning.
我一讲话你就要讲话。OK， 欢迎各位的收看 Biomutant 华语不叫么？迟点再找。今天就来试玩这个游戏啊。
Welcome to Biomutant.
其实刚刚我已经试完了，不过随便啦，玩了一点点。不错，这个游戏蛮不错，但是它画面有点怪怪的啦。哇，老嘢又嚟弄啊！哇，好抽樣啊，有點 lag 啊，好 lag 哦！我看我是用了最普通那個算了。
Few inches later.
Sounds good. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already.
這是一個什麼 RPG game 啊
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
啊，什麼意思？深藍代表自由與忠誠，深紅代表力量與權利。唉。
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and
你懂的，
consequence
我
of
很
your
聰明。
actions as you move forward.
OK， 选光明适不适合我？
That's right. Light is only for the...
I'm surprised at the change of heart. I believe in putting yourself aside to help others, but helping
You can't fight.
you're trying to keep us in the dark here.
有点 lag
which limits
哦，一
the
直在
blood in
卡
our。veins.
哎呀，啊，我就随光明，淡淡
Light
光
is
明。
always right.
哇，跑是这样子跑的。
Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
OK， 知道了，刚刚都完了。
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did
毁灭
you
你家
choose to
庭。
forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
哎呀，又是刚刚那个怪物。喂，怎么撞到了？哦，要这样按了是吗？我不是已经按了吗？哦哦哦哦。啊，挡到了，喂！嘿，跳哦！我跳，它画面很糟糕啊！刚刚那 trailer 那边， 应该也是一样啊，拿那球要打我。
Run for it. This is not the time
Yeah.
or place to end this story.
End the story， 所以还是最后的 boss 啊。
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Ready for it， 哦，逃离爆炸，要炸掉了。哦，这边就吹了过后了。保存。
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Oh, 斬，我再斬。OK。后面这样糟糕是我的电脑啊，还是什么？我也不明白。OK， 怪啊，它画面很奇怪啊。哈哈哈哈哈！那门开了它才开，它手还动。哦，这是它电力啊，对。全部失去装备。OK。 下一几枪我就射的时候会射出那个电力一样。其实这边还有一个东西啊，马桶里有一个药啊，极厉害。
The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death.
哇，这还是
Some
枪
have
啊！
adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
死啊你！喂 ，OK， 小型能量包，什么鬼啊？哎呦！ 这样快用完了，我知道。哇！哦，Level 2。哎，叮。 这样啊 ，Tab 啊 ，Tab 升级。幸运啊，还是用火力比较好了。那什么，近战、远战，2次 F， 好像也不错，直接跟他弄了。还有什么基础近战？刚刚都不能按的，什么意思？要随便用按到这些了，医疗包这些。哦，这种你看，这种加这样多命的这种200多，这个好烂哦，50吧，我还可以换衣服了啦，换更强的衣服哦。这个呢，这个有什么用？手电筒。 地图不知处，放大，我不能动了吗？那哦，可以。哇，这样大。OK。
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
哦，那新武器吗？稀有度，这是common是吗？寻常。 哎，不知道，现在我都不知道这有什么用。
The claw bar should come in handy.
哦， 所以这个游戏就是玩的是什么复仇啊？为他的村庄复仇。我要狂按 ，OK。
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress, rods that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
哦哟，感觉近战有点不太好用啊。还有这样讲的那个 skill 的能力。OK。哦，可以这样选的 ，OK。让我吃掉这个先。
Strung up. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
所以我要找这个东西啊，是这样的意思吗？嘿，这是什么？ What is this？ 解谜？你给我自己玩啊！啊，就这么简单。哦，也带一点解谜的成
There are
分。
few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago.
感觉有点像那什么 No Man's Sky。
Prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
Oh, okay.
It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Quite a shock to the system. Let's try that again.
这个转剩余的动作，2个，这对了的3 ，OK， 搞定。
There you go.
OK。哈哈，是啦，每个人都在讲那边讲环保环保 ，So what？ plastic 也不是油 ，straw 也不是油，锅气大佬。斩！啊！
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
花花糖，给我拿完东西先，你那个漏耶！哦，很美的糖。 关门。新朋友、老朋友，所以到底是新朋友还是老朋友？哦，这个是商家是吗？
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers.
OK，
He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then. The night everything changed.
OK，
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
OK，
How Looper Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
所以要把我们找回来是吗？团结。
After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other.
各自为敌。
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
哎呀，好累哦。所以我到底是黑暗还是什么？哎，回到很久以前，这个有点像那个什么啊，Monster 和那个猫啊，有没有？有没有超像的？那个煮饭那个是吗？Monster Hunter， 哎呀，这是他小时候吗？哦，这就是刚刚那个。
Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
Potato people.
The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here fueling its... You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki.
是气的来源，放屁上的气是吗？
Prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
找到他们什么灵光草是吗？荧光草。弄乱荧光草啊！画面放漏真是很奇怪啊，不过随便的，太高又很烂。你看呢？哇，你在做么？你在做么？ 弄乱，这样弄乱。哦，
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
鱼王，所以要捕鱼啊！现在，嘿嘿嘿，他游泳很奇怪，哈哈哈！哎，我还有力量啦，他用力量啦 ，OK， 来。